I was lucky enough to win 2 awards from essays that I just wrote for class and didn't think anything of it, and they ended up winning me a pair of AirPods. So. So I came to Carolina really interested in STEM and medicine, but as soon as I took a film studies course just to satisfy the VP credit, I immediately fell in love with it. I had liked film before, but this program made me realize what a serious academic discipline it is and how enriching it can be just to your intellectual life and just your life in general. In terms of just the relationship between film and neuroscience together, it helped me think about neuroscience in a completely different way, and it really made me realize that we know really nothing about the brain, or we know nothing in a way that can be 100% tangible and certain. And the way that film explores topics that are this abstract that we cannot have that definition in was so much more, it spoke to me a lot more, and it has a deeper level of understanding to it that I think a lot of people in the sciences can understand. The very first film class I ever took was Introduction to Film Theory with Rick Warner, and one of the films we watched was Camera Person by Kirsten Johnson, and we went and watched it at the varsity, and that was my first time watching a film screening outside of class, and I remember just being like paralyzed in awe with how much I enjoyed that movie, and I never wanted that film to end. It just all hit me in that moment, just the capabilities of the medium and how special film can be and how important film studies is to talk and think through pieces of art like this. So through the film studies program, I've met some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life, and I've had such great times with the friends that I've met through the film studies program. There's something much more personable about just the topic and the nature of the classes compared to a lot of other courses offered at Carolina, and especially the extracurricular opportunities. I can't really think of any other departments that have as many opportunities to get together late at night after class. And I remember going to screenings and being outside the venue where the screening occurred and arguing about the movies with people for hours after, which was very fun. But yeah, I think I could name every person that I had multiple classes with in the film studies program. It was great. The film studies program really helped me build and grow as a writer and kind of helped me escape some of those shackles that academic writing and scientific writing in particular can put on you to feel like you have to write by a specific template and you need to write a specific format, you need to write exactly these words. That writing can be much more exciting, it can be much more personal, and it can have some life to it. It doesn't need to be depersonalized. So within the film studies program, there's a lot of great professors. Everybody that I took a class with was really great and had something new to offer, and I always learned something new every day coming to class. The last film studies class I took was with Martin Johnson, who did a really good job of breaking down the writing process and the research process within film and making it kind of easy to handle and producing really high quality work through his process. Rick Warner, who I took many a class with, I think has helped develop my writing and critical thinking skills the most out of anyone in my entire college experience, so I owe a lot to him. And also Pavel Nechovsky, who taught philosophy in film. I had a really bad experience with philosophy before taking a class with him, but he made it very enjoyable and he really drove home that connection between philosophical writing and reasoning and how film can be involved in that process. If someone were to ask me what film studies is as a field, it's certainly much more than watching movies. It's about critical thinking, and it's about engaging with a piece of art, a piece of film, and kind of interpreting that within your own worldview and from your own experiences. Yeah, so for anybody thinking about going into the concentration, I would think of it as much more than easy filler classes or just movies to watch as your assignment. You should really try to engage with the content and really take it seriously, because there's a whole new world beneath the surface level of these films that you're watching, and that the program can really help uncover that for you and just really changes the way that you experience all sorts of media, and it's really enriching. And it was the best decision that I made at Carolina, hands down, was deciding to double major in the film studies concentration in English.